Cheerio. Bonjour. Hello. Okay, so I apologize. Rudy is running his mouth right now. So I'm not terribly in the mood for this. I watched a couple of Shannon's videos recently, and I just was very frustrated that what the heck is wrong with this woman? But more, why did not her family and friends say something is wrong? But again, I had nine different people send me this exact same video. I popped open my email this evening as I was going to bed because I'm a boomer and 9:20 is about my bedtime. It's 10 o'clock Eastern time right now. But why did it kills me more that her parents didn't stop her, because my parents would have. Chris's family had no idea about the bankruptcy. Shannon's family knew all about the bankruptcy. And yet, her father co-signed another credit card with a $3,500 limit, which is really nothing if you think about it. But her father did that, and he knew everything she had done before. Creepy. Creepy AF. Okay, this is the 5th part of a series to access the other episodes. Okay, guys, I will do my best to try to remember to put the link in this video. Please go subscribe to Neek's Peaks. This, I'm going to assume she's a woman, has done an excellent job on all of her videos. I mean, excellent. She's great. If I had her talent, I'd be on Gutfeld once a week. Oh, see that? So I lost my mouse. I had to order a new mouse. So now I have to use this little stupid pad in my MacBook, and I hate it. Okay. That almost looks like a banana. Reminds me of Prince Harry's wife. Okay, noise proves nothing. Often a hen who has merely laid an egg cackles if she laid an asteroid. Okay. Mark Twain. I love Mark Twain. Mark Twain. If you never tell a lie, you never have to remember anything.
Had nothing to do with this act of like evil cruelty, whatever's happened here.
Chris spent 8 years being abused, and you know that even Shannon's friends walked away saying, wow, he's a good man. And they were saying it because they watched how horribly Shannon treated this man. I mean, you guys, she treated him like dirt. She used him for his money. Prince Harry married a woman similar. Okay. This is for Dr. What's Up, this is a post. I will read it. This is all about Thrive, I guarantee. These 3 steps are working on keeping me extremely healthy, considering I've been around sick kids for over a month. Okay, this is not in the post. No, you have not. You have been around children that you tried to believe they were sick because you lived in this world. Hey, kids, I have spent the last 2.5 weeks really studying lupus, and I'm shocked this woman had the testicles to even claim she had lupus. I've been watching videos of people with lupus, and these are weak, and it is mostly women. They're women. Lupus affects 78% women, only 22% men. These women do not have the stamina, and they're not able to go out into the sun. I mean, it kills me that Shannon was so stinking desperate for attention that she had to make up an illness. You guys know, I loved Ms. Mensa. And then I made a comment once about how, yeah, I was sick. I've been in 2 comas. And she wrote me back, she's like, you're lying. And I actually showed a picture of my scars. I have 36 inches of scars on my yes 6-pack 52-year-old abs. Do push-ups, ladies. Start on your knees every other day. And I'm telling you, within 2 weeks, you're able to go to your feet. You'll start to see a difference. You will not have alba arms. Why do I push the health thing? Because your heart only has so many beats. And I feel like our current government wants you to be fat. Okay, I need to shut up. My political channel will start soon. I've been saying this for weeks, but it will. Okay, Bella followed with the stomach bug, and now they both sound like they are getting a head cold again. I have not caught what they have, which is great. Plus, I have more energy even after not getting much sleep because Celeste is teething with 5, including 2 molars coming through. Okay, January 2017. These children were dead 18 months later. Celeste is not having molars come through. I'm sorry. I've had many, many, many children. I never had a single child who had molars coming through at the age of 2.5. This woman thrives, pun intended, on lies. But again, her parents watched all of this stuff. And why did they not call her out? You know, don't put it on Facebook. Pick up the phone and say, hey, Shannon, why are you lying? Lying. Yes, I said it, lying. Oh, my goodness. Remember, Bella was having issues with molars. Now, this is Celeste with the molars. But Bella was not even 5, and she was having... I can't see this. My eyes are just way too old. This is Dr. What's Up. It's Shannon with a little bit too much makeup. Okay, Celeste, thoughts on... Okay, it was Shannon with a little bit too much makeup. What do you think she was doing? She was selling Thrive. Celeste, this is January 12th, 2017. So this is 17 months before these people are dead. Celeste's thoughts on allergy skin testing and blood drawn, not from one arm but 2 because one arm was being difficult. Still holding on to the bear they gave her in sleeping. Okay, so this woman is now bragging that you guys, what's it called? The person who puts the needle in your arm. Oh my goodness. I've had well over 200 IVs. It's oh my goodness, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on this. This person knows what they're doing. If you're in the hospital way too much, your veins get very thin. And I've probably had 25 times they had to put them in my feet or in a vein in my thigh close to my privates, because that's what happens. Your veins start collapsing. This little 4-year-old girl, she's only 3.5 at this point. Her veins are not collapsing. Let me guess. Is this another lie? Oh my goodness. Why would she do this to her children? That's what kills me. See, I wouldn't post this. Girl, her cry went through me. She looked so sad. Well, then why did you post it? You sicko. You're a sicko. Oh my goodness, you're doing everything you can for attention. There happens to be a prince in England right now who is bragging about smoking LSD and taking psychedelics. His wife is this woman. See, this, to me, Shannon, this is not hilarious. Doctor, what's up? Hit pause. Okay, I'm going to give you a few seconds. Look, she has her child passed out from drugs, and Shannon says, OMG, this is hilarious. Okay, you guys already know. I don't like taking the Lord's name in vain, and I think OMG takes the Lord's name in vain. I don't say gosh, GOSH, because it's a substitute. Say, oh my goodness. Oh, and on a side note, someone messaged me recently and was like, I say hey all the time, and oh my goodness, you're right. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Okay, no. Because when we have to talk to our phones, we have to say, hey Siri, and mine's probably going to respond. Oh, I just turned him off. My Siri is an Australian man who is about 6'2", 185 pounds with a six-pack. But we say hey because our phones tell us. So I don't like it. I think it's crass. I don't say yeah. I say yes. So that, if you say hey, don't hurt yourself. Yeah, this is creepy. This is so creepy. OMG. I hate it every time. She definitely is allergic to tree nuts. Okay, well, no, she wasn't. Okay, hold on. The last photo, I'm not going to rewind because my mouse blew off the deck and through the screen and it's dead, so I don't have my mouse right now. That actually looked like a picture of Chris. You can back up yourself. Chris always said he only saw photos. Actually, hang on. Okay, I can't rewind. The photo she just showed was the allergy test photo. I had a stepchild who was allergic to a lot of things, including peanut butter. And then I started putting peanut butter on his sandwiches, and wow, he had no reaction. So maybe he wasn't really allergic to it. The photo they just showed. So you back up, 12 seconds. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I don't have a mouse. This is the allergy test because I went with Gavin once and they put all these different things in your back and they do it in lines and they see what you're exposed to and that says your allergy. However, Chris never ever saw one real allergic reaction. He said, I only saw photos. But again, why would Shannon post, look at Cece right here. This is not a happy child. Why would you post a photo of this? Unless you're a psychopath. You don't hate it every time. I'm sorry for yelling. Or you wouldn't post it every time. She often made posts about not packing, needing to pack, waiting till last minute to pack, the plane ride, etc. This attention took the place of sick posts for a while. Right, because she needed to brag that, oh my goodness, she was going on another vacation that she was not able to pay for. Rudy, come on, man. I mean, Rudy is 18. He should be dead by now. And he's all spry and running his mouth. Come on, man, it's a mouse. The cats will get it. I have to walk inside and get my water, so this may change tones here in a moment. I apologize. Cece's look when she finds out she's not going to a Punta Cana life-size getaway. I wonder how much that cost. I told you all many, many times. I worked for Merrill Lynch. That was my career. And my first husband and I would get off the airplane and there would be a little man standing there with our last name on the sign. And the very first time it happened, the ex-husband elbowed me and he said, hey, look, there's someone else with our last name on the plane. And I was like, hey, idiot, that's us. You know, I'm not working for Amway or Thrive. They pay for this. Painting and thriving late night paint session resulted in going robbed with makeup on. I don't really understand that. Finish painting, then shower, and finish packing for... Okay, so let's brag more about this vacation that probably cost her $1,200. There's no Oh, it's 2017. So at this point, she has not paid her HOA fee, which is only $52 or $56 a month. At this point, she has not paid it for about 19 months. And she's bragging. Oh, I do like the font, though. Why didn't her father? My dad would have called me out. He would have called me out 12 times now. Hey, at least the little girl doesn't have those headache-inducing... Both girls are sick. Shocker. Everyone's always sick. Sorry that my screen's messed up a little bit. I don't have a mouse, so I can't fix it. Oh, we're always praying she feels better soon. Some of us know that she's not really sick. Hardly any sleep the last 2 nights because the girls are sick. Oh my goodness, they're sick again. Okay, well, let's think. This was 11 or 9 days ago. Maybe Shannon, if the girls are actually sick, should step back and say, if my children are sick every 8 to 12 days, maybe they need some real food, some vegetables, and not being begged to have a breakfast or a birthday Thrive bar. My goodness. I've had 2 people tell me they're going to send me a Thrive product. Send it. I'll do my first live. Oh my goodness. It's just disgusting. It makes me sick. Hardly any sleep. What is this? How do you wipe your fingernails with those? How do you wipe your butt with those fingernails? Seriously, really, it's impossible. If you have long fingernails and you're able to wipe your butt, let me know. See, this is creepy as well. Why not have a genuine hello where there's not a stinking camera? I have so much empathy for Cindy. Cindy put up with this woman, yet she knew exactly who this woman was from day one. Oh, that's beautiful. It's the little granddaughter. See, Bella's so happy to see her grandmommy. Yes, look at that face. She's so happy. See, she's got those stupid ass pigtails in her head. Cece was smiling. You guys, even Cece was smiling. She looked a little confused at first, but okay, January 28th. Wasn't it January 28th, the last one? Look at that stupid ass mask. Oh my goodness. You guys know the CDC has now concluded the mask only hurts.
More people hop on here.
Only ugly people are wearing a mask these days.
And I kind of just wanted to, sorry, I just got out of the shower.
Oh, tell us.
I wanted to chat with you guys about lupus a little.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So she's going to chat with us about lupus. And I'm not lying. I have probably spent, 17 hours now learning about lupus. I read that book. I have to flush my toilet. Playing sick. So I learned what people with lupus do. But I learned about the symptoms. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. And I'm working on a video on that. Shannon didn't have a single symptom. We all know factually her autopsy showed 0 evidence of lupus. The number one evidence that you have lupus is you have an enlarged lining of the lungs. Well, Shannon's lungs were non-remarkable. And for people who aren't in the medical field, that's a weird word. But non-remarkable means there was nothing wrong with them. Bella slept in our bed last night for the first time ever. I don't really believe that. She did not feel well and wanted mommy snuggles, even if that meant I slept on the corner. Shut
Both
up.
of them are not feeling too good, so they're super.
Okay, she's
irritable,
covered in
cranky,
sweat.
So that's always fun. But I wanted to come on here because.
Okay, so Shannon's saying that Bella is normally a side sleeper. Well, how do you know that? Because at 6:30 every night, you drug your children up, you put them in their rooms, put the rain machines on, and the room darkening curtains, and then because of baby wise, you do not check on them again. And what the hell is this? Doctor, what's up? Oh my goodness. Look at the screen right now. This must be some Instagram filter or something that I do not understand. Oh my goodness, she looks like an idiot.
In honor of World Lupus Day, I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about myself. And it was just so much easier to share it live than via write it, because it would have been written forever.
Okay, I'm going to stop this. And if you want, fast forward 45 seconds. My father was a preacher. In 2002, I got very, very sick. I had a tumor in my bile duct. I was about 130 pounds, maybe 125 when I got sick. Then I ended up going down to 79 pounds. And when you have genuine health issues, you don't go into a doctor's room and lie on the bed. You actually walk into an office and sit behind the desk because they want to talk about your treatment. With this appointment, I brought my father the preacher, and the doctor looked at me and he said, "May I speak to you candidly?" And I was like, "Yes." He said, "Well, have you ever smoked marijuana?" And I looked over at my father and I said, "Yes, but not since college." And that was probably, for the most part, true. I probably smoked pot a little bit after college, but this is my health. And the doctor pushed my folder to the other side of the table and he opened it up, and there was two of the biggest joints of my life. At this point, I weighed 79 pounds. I was able to smoke these joints and get up to about 110, maybe 105, 110. But I was able to gain weight because of the marijuana. Was not throwing up food and stuff. My whole point is, if you have real health issues, it's not, oh my God. This woman is an effing liar. Rudy!
Over 10 years ago,
Come on,
I started,
Rudolph.
Losing a lot of my hair. I started having a lot of body aches.
She just said she's trying to convince us that she had lupus. And she said, years ago, I started losing my hair. I now wonder if that is possibly why she did everything she could to keep her little girls looking like boys. I've always thought that she just wanted to be the prettiest of the three. But maybe she fed them improperly and allowed their hair to not grow, or she cut it so that the children would look sickly. Shit, we have 10 minutes more of
A
this.
lot of discomforts in my body. A lot of things that were limiting my everyday.
It's a post. Last night before we left, I fixed Cece. She was sleeping, sitting up. She knew if she wanted to breathe better, she would sit up. What? What? The Mother of the Year. I can't even comment.
And over this course of many years, I was misdiagnosed
Sorry.
to help me, and it didn't.
So
with that,
I can't back up. I don't have a mouse. Traveled to Punta Cana. Okay, so if you look up to this picture to the right, first of all, right there, Chris's boob is bigger than mine. And I'm not lying. I'm an A cup. That's a bigger boob than mine. She's all behind him because she's a little chunky, and I get that. But all-inclusive earned trip with Lavelle. No, it wasn't. Not a single trip was all-inclusive. Sunshine. I used to work for a company that I've told this story 100 times. I worked for Merrill Lynch. Why? Well, because I have an education. You don't need an education to work for a good company, but I do. The Ohio State. But my company paid for everything. We got per diem. You just had to send your receipts back. You were given $74 of per diem a day. So it's not, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hate on having a mouse.
7 years ago,
I have ordered
2010, I went from me being a size 6, which was about 135 pounds for me.
See, if you look at my mouth, I think that's a little too big to be in a bikini. But I also think that once you have children, why do you need to be in a bikini? Be in a one piece. You're a mother. You don't.
Going to a size
have respect.
1/0.
Oh my goodness! You have never. Oh my! You have never been a 1-0. Sorry, I am a 0-0. You have never ever. Oh my God! I'm just sounding like an asshole. Yes, I'm just sick of her lies.
It was a good 20.
Guys, I weighed 104 this morning. She was never a 0-0. And I am a 0-0.
Pounds that I lost. And with losing all that weight in a matter
Fake
of,
picture.
I would say 3
She's never been to Paris.
4 week period, I was also feeling extremely terrible. To the point where I did not want to get out of bed. Literally didn't get out of bed for days. I finally drugged myself to the doctor's office and made them do all kinds of tests.
Running errands and working while Chris takes care of the kiddos. Hang on. Hey Siri, what day of the week is March 19th, 2017?
It was Sunday, March 19th,
Oh, it was a Sunday.
2017.
So she did not have her husband had to leave, so she had to actually parent. No sleep in a week due to really sick kiddos. First really bad cold of the so-called winter. 79 degrees today at 11:30 in the morning. Never change clock. Thrive. Okay, well, I think daylight savings was today or something. What is wrong with you? So you're going to admit publicly that you missed daylight savings time, but oh my, I cannot. It kills me. Who are these 147 people who watched her constantly, and they did not figure out that she was full of bullshit? I apologize for my language, but bullshit.
I wanted to know what was wrong with me. A part of me was changing. I went from being super energetic, super happy.
I'm super excited.
Just an all-around happy person. I loved going out and doing things. I loved getting together with friends. I loved working. Sounds crazy, right?
So did Chris meet her in this world?
So,
Man completes
anyway,
me. He's a super dad and amazing husband. Now, this is not in it, but she should say. And he's now able to provide money for me so I can live a lie. Okay, now we're back to the post. We have 2 sick kiddos. March 13th. Okay, hang on, honey. Your dates. Shoot. I wish I had a pen and a paper. Her dates are not matching up. He's been a great man so I can run errands, help my team. We have a breakup. What is wrong? Again, my father would have picked up the telephone and said, sweetheart, you need help.
Fast forward about 2 weeks, which was the first week of May of 2010 when they diagnosed me with lupus. From there,
No, they didn't.
I was
Yeah. No, they didn't. You did not have one single aspect of lupus in your autopsy. You effing liar. And yes, I said it.
lost. I had no idea
Effing
what
liar.
in the world lupus was. Of course, we turned to Google, and what's Google tell you? Google tells you you're gonna die. So in theory, I was freaking out. I was overreacting. I had all these things going on with me.
One of my best friends has a dachshund, Luna, and she's a little fat fuck, but I love her.
And I had
Glad
no
they
idea
had
what was going
early
on. I had
appointment.
no
Okay.
idea.
Okay, I'll hit
I have-
pause. Well, Dieter is at the vet till later. Based on exam, she thinks it's a few slip disc, poor English, that will need 6 weeks of resting and meds for pain. They're doing x-ray and blood work to rule out infection or anything else. He pooped on the floor there, so she was happy he can poop. His temp was 103. Okay, well, a dog's natural temp, I believe, is about 100, so there's nothing wrong with that. We will see tonight when I pick him up. Thankful she said no surgery. Okay, well, she said no surgery because the temp of 103 is nothing wrong. Oh, my goodness. This woman is so desperate for attention, and she's letting you know about her dog. And I apologize. Rudy's running his mouth. Look, guys, Rudy's freaking, well, I think he'll be 18 this July. He's a trooper.
So,
Oh,
at that time,
I wanna vomit.
reached out to support groups on Facebook.
Oh, right, you
reached out
did.
to wherever I could, to the Lupus Foundation of
Facebook is trash. Thanks, love. Yeah, I'm going to get pet insurance because it's because there's no way I can afford surgery. Okay, Shannon, I hate to tell you this, but if you get pet insurance after your dog is diagnosed, it's just like people insurance. So
Carolina, who really
Idiot.
helped me tremendously with support and information. And
part of the reason it takes me so long to do these videos is because I get so overwhelmed and frustrated. Period. I'm talking to my Siri. Period. Oh my goodness. My father would have driven down from Ohio down to Virginia and said, "Sweetheart, Meredith, something is wrong." However, her parents just enabled this.
introducing
hit
me to
like.
other people that could help me. So,
Like,
fast
get
forward
well soon,
several
Dieter.
months. During those several months, I saw
Oh my
multiple
goodness.
rheumatologists, all of them telling me I had lupus, and then finally being diagnosed also with fibromyalgia.
Okay, fibromyalgia is something that absolutely cannot be diagnosed. So that's another lie.
There's another autoimmune disease.
Y'all ever listen to Dr. Laura?
So, I completely lost it. I wasn't feeling good. I felt like I had the
You weren't feeling well, but is it possible that you're just a drama queen?
flu all the time. I felt miserable. I was put on all these medications, which then
You guys see this? Oh my goodness, I hate not having a mouse. I can't get. See that? So I'm using that little thing in the middle of my MacBook. Banfield Pet Hospital. Never, ever, ever, ever use them. It's a national chain, and we had a lot of drama with them.
made me gain weight. So I went from being 135 pounds to almost 170 pounds within
Wow.
a 6-week period.
You should have been on
which was
Thrive.
a total shock and a total.
I can't do
Sorry,
this
I got a
much
phone call.
longer.
It took me to another level. At that time, I went to a
Well, you just said it took you to another level. You said you went from whatever, 117 to 135. Yes, that's another
of
level.
depression. I was really sad, emotional. All my emotions were everywhere, and
So, Dr. What's Up, at the point right now, she has a screen on talking about Dieter's health issue. You know, Dieter, the little brown dog. I'm only guessing that she had just smothered her friends with drama about the girls, so she had to come up with some new drama.
Didn't know where to turn. And at the same time, my friend, a mutual friend of mine,
Okay, this is what, January 2017, and she's talking about all of the issues that Dieter has, and her friend says, how does this happen? Just happens, Shannon says. However, 19 months later, Dieter seems perfectly fine.
sent me a friend request about 8 months prior.
Could it be a
for
lie?
Chris, my husband, and I deleted it.
The man who
I had no
murdered
interest
you.
in
See,
dating
I don't
anyone.
believe
I
this.
wasn't looking for
I don't believe
a
this
boyfriend. I
even
was
one
working.
bit.
I was goal oriented. I was a dreamer. I have always been a dreamer. I've always wanted.
I do not believe this one bit. I believe that she had scammed the Southern Wheels or whatever they were called. No, I believe she had scammed him out of over $500,000 and he had figured it out. I do believe Chris sent her the friend request, and she did a few minutes of research, and she said, whoa, this dude has a bank account. And boom, he's her boyfriend.
Everything in life to be.
Oh, got the patch there. What the fuck?
So anyway,
why is that?
fast
I'm
forward,
sorry for saying the F
in a
word.
dark place.
Is that one
All of a sudden, I
white
get a friend
nail?
request from Chris. I said, what the heck? I'll never meet him. He's just a Facebook friend. I have
Right.
a million of them. Nothing's going to come of it. Well, 2 weeks later, we finally meet on a blind date.
Okay, hang on. Hey Siri, when was Celeste born?
That's what I found.
Hey Siri, when was Celeste Watts born?
I found this on the web.
Okay, I am not able to find it. However, I don't believe. I think my children were about 3 before I ever brought them to a dentist. And it wasn't because I was a crappy mom. I think that's just normal. But what does Shanna do? She must post photos.
From there, I couldn't get rid of him. I tried. He wouldn't go away.
Woke
He was
up
stuck.
before Chris's alarm. Clock today and started cleaning. Okay, well that's not true. We know Chris's alarm went off at 4:45 in the morning. Took shower before girls woke up and had to steam shower them after they got up. What the hell is that? Now hair is no longer straight but curly. No. Okay, well the steam shower does the opposite, but I love how great I feel with Thrive, especially on a cold, rainy day. No discomforts, full of natural energy and happy. Oh my goodness. This woman lived in a fucking fantasy world.
I drug him to a colonoscopy. I drug him to rheumatology appointment after rheumatology appointment.
You drugged
I drug
him
him to my
to
spinal tap,
make him think
which
he
was
loved you.
Awful. A student did it, which I'm all for people
there's the
learning,
patch.
but not when it comes to a spinal tap. So that was really rough.
If your iPhone never leaves your hand, why do you need an Apple Watch?
And
I can't do
ended
this
up
much
falling in
longer.
love with him.
Right.
And so why I
Of course you fell in love with him. He had $20,000 in the bank, and he, how do I say it without getting blocked? He had no testicles.
bring that up is I've learned a lot since I was diagnosed with lupus. I've learned a lot in the last.
You were not diagnosed
Years.
with lupus. That's what kills me the most. She absolutely was not diagnosed with lupus. People who have real issues, 2 comas, 10 days, 18 days, real issues. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's a post. It's April 21, 2017. So it's what? 17 months before the murder. Sick kids had me up most of the night. No, they didn't. Okay, this isn't in the post. Because you gave them Benadryl at 6:30. So they were drugged up. Okay, back to the post. But that isn't stopping me today. Diffusing some lavender and helping my team crush some major goals this month. Oh my goodness. I will tell you on a side note, lavender doesn't make me feel peaceful the way it's supposed to. It makes me feel a little nauseated. So look, if you are nauseous, that means you are making the people around you sick. If you are feeling sick to your stomach, you are nauseated.
Learned that there's a lot of things that life's going to throw at us to try to knock us down. But you
Things like bills.
whatever it is to pick
No
yourself
lips.
up and move forward and try to bring the best out of everything.
Nothing worth
With
reading.
my diagnosis of lupus and fibromyalgia all within a 6-month period, I lost my grandfather, just closed on my house. I had a lot going on. Emotionally, I was all over the place. I felt awful.
Very first picture I've ever seen was Shannon and a black girl. You go, girl, diversity.
Canceled dates left and right with Chris because I just couldn't do it all.
None of these people have lips. Oh my goodness.
We fell in love. I also met several friends through the Lupus Foundation. I met support
I have
groups,
to see Shannon.
Lyme disease support
I've had
groups, lupus, fibromyalgia, all of them.
It makes me sick to my stomach because every word she's saying is a lie, and she knows it.
I met some of my best friends today from those groups, and I don't think, I know.
Okay, so Doctor What's Up? She's got a picture of Cece not looking well, and her post is something along the lines of, I love that I don't have to call in sick to work because of Thrive. I earn enough that I'm not in this situation. No, actually, your husband earns about $65,000 a month, and you are able to rape, and yes, I said rape, all of that to the point you can't even pay your mortgage or your HOA.
I couldn't be where I'm at right now without a lot
Why
of
would you
them.
post a picture of
Who
your
stuck by
child?
me, who supported me, who
like
understood what
this?
I was going through, and never left my side. With that being
Gross.
said, my husband and I had 2 beautiful
Gross.
girls, very healthy kids, little baby monster.
Shannon's just posting pictures how she can just put this little Thrive sticker on her arm, and oh my goodness, everything, all the pain and worries disappear. You
I
sicko.
call them. But I was told I couldn't have kids, so I have 2 beautiful.
She was never, ever, once told she could not have children. Never, ever, once. That was a lie. However, let's look at it this way. Let's say she actually was told that she couldn't have children. Okay, well, according to her story, they went to North Carolina because Chris had a job, and so they were going to buy a house. So why would you buy a 5-bedroom, 3-bath house? Let me think. 1, 2, yes, only 3. I would have definitely put 4 bathrooms in that house. But why would you do that? Why would you buy that house? Oh, shoot, sorry. If you were truly barren. ... Because she's lying. The whole effing thing was a lie. This woman lived on lies. And I've said it 12 times. My parents would have called me out.
Girls that I'm truly blessed with every day, that I couldn't thank God for more. I moved to Colorado after meeting a friend of mine in North Carolina. After I nannied for her children, we moved
Hang
out
on,
here
hang on,
after
hang on,
visiting,
hang on.
fell in love.
She moved to Colorado because a woman that she did nannying for lived there, and that woman was a nurse. And on a side note, before Chris and Shannon's house was built, that woman was no longer Shannon's friend or ally. That's very weird, isn't it? Don't you wonder? Why did that friend drop her? I do.
Area, it's gorgeous in Colorado, minus today it's raining. But I still feel good. So, yeah, so we moved to Colorado. We created a life for ourselves.
Okay, you guys, it's a post right now. I'm not going to read it. She's talking about the duo. Well, Chris, in his interrogation, spoke of it, of the duo. He said, when I would put those 2 black patches on, I felt really, really weird. It was just a bunch of caffeine pumped into you. My goodness. Wake up in the morning and drink a Coke. Or Coke Zero, because don't ever drink your calories.
Out here, Chris found an amazing job that fully takes care of him. Anything he needs, he's there. They appreciate, they respect him, which is huge for any job that you have. And we love it here. We've made such an amazing.
The best part about a job is that you get paid for working. Okay, look. It's day 2 of duo. These are the 2 black patches. After dropping kids off at school, and I think she really meant to say daycare, I went grocery shopping and came home and decided to mow and pull weeds for Chris while I listened to 2 incredible leadership calls. This doesn't include the 2 loads laundry and 3 bathrooms cleaned before the kids woke up. So she's a total effing liar. In other videos, she brags all the time about how Chris does all of the laundry. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe these 147 people still bought this crap. I'd say I'm duo-tastic. Drinking my second lifestyle mix and off to finish the house before I take Celeste to the doctor. Oh my goodness. Is anyone shocked she's taking Celeste to the doctor?
Group of friends that we call family, friends that are closer to us than some.
My bigger thing is that she wasn't embarrassed by bragging about how ill her children are. I'm just different, maybe.
Friends who are there for us better than some family. Truly, truly grateful for everything that has happened since my diagnosis. And
She just made a comment about how she found it odd that she had friends that would support her more than family. Well, is it possible that family got fed up with the BS and the friends were still being scammed? So that is a possibility.
I believe things happen for a reason. Things are placed in our life to bring us to the next stage of our life, good and bad. We just have to take all of it with us.
What if your husband climbs on top of you and murders you? Is that a good and the bad that you also just have to take?
And so,
yeah, that was nasty.
When Chris and I got married, we dedicated our wedding to the Lupus Foundation.
If you get married to someone and some of one family's parents are not able to be invited, the marriage is starting off very, very poorly.
All of our guests to donate to the Lupus Foundation instead of getting gifts for us. So many things that I've done to help support so many people that I love and care about that have autoimmune diseases, that have autoinflammatory diseases.
Okay, but you don't have an autoimmune disease.
Can debilitate you and take your part of your life away. So with that, I just want you guys to know a little bit of my story. A lot of you that know my story, not everyone. So, in honor of Lupus, World Lupus Day, I'm rocking my purple eyeshadow. You guys see? I got my purple nails, or purple and pink. But I'm truly grateful for.
Do you all think that she made sure her mortgage and her HOA was paid before she got her purple nails done? Let me know below.
Everyone that I've met since my diagnosis in 2010.
You were never diagnosed, you dumb bitch.
Truly grateful for all the blessings. I try to look at all the positives.
Okay, hang on. I have to read. Okay, this is July 19th, 2017. So this is 13 months before the murder. Last night, Bella was admitted to Children's North Campus because she was retracting and working hard to breathe. After 3 breathing treatments, what is a breathing treatment? If you know, let me know below. Deep suction, steroids, and oxygen, she finally fell asleep about 4 a.m. She's a tough little girl. It was a rough night, but she got through it. As of right now, there is no talk about us leaving today nor tomorrow. Oh my goodness. This woman this is not in the post. This woman did not even give 2 craps about lying. We are walking with her, trying to keep her moving, but also resting. Between Cece's hospital visit last week for difficulty breathing, I'm going to know all the RT, respiratory therapists, nurses, and doctors over here. Oh my goodness. So, if my first 2 children genuinely had all of these medical issues, would I have a 3rd child? My guess is no. But we all know they didn't really have these issues. Oh my goodness. 2 minutes left. Let's just get through these 2 stinking minutes.
Happens bad in
I
my
wanna
life because
vomit.
that's all you can do. You can only look up instead of down.
Amen.
And I try to bring people with me, bring me up.
And if you sign up for $300 Thrive a month, it will make stuff like this so much easier.
I hope it makes sense. I'm kind of like emotional.
Are you
It's just
super
a lot,
excited?
but I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful for my girls.
Me
I'm grateful
too.
for all my friends watching because all of you I have met through.
Doctor, what's up? Pause or stop what you're doing. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 photos of the children sick in hospital beds. That's creepy. You do not post yourself. You guys, fuck. You know, I spent the first 3 years of my tumor in a hospital. And I was on Facebook then. I never posted photos of myself sick. You do that if you're a narcissist and you're desperate for attention.
Different people
See what?
that have brought me
That little picture of
here
Bella
where I am
like
today.
that.
So, with that being said, I just
Sick.
wanted to say hello and I wanted to share my story and bring people
Update, Bella was released, so she didn't have to stay 2 days.
aware of lupus and an autoimmune disease that really takes a lot out of a lot of people and really affects a lot of
Okay, let me finish your sentence and I'll read this. It
Oh,
affects a
these
lot of
days.
people. Right, lupus does actually affect a lot of people. It did not affect you, even a little, because it was a scam. Because you wanted attention. Okay, here's a post. Here's a post about 13 months before the incident. This week has kind of been a blur. Okay, this is my stuff. Well, if you're taking Thrive, then why has it been a blur? Because you've told us that Thrive is what keeps you going. Anyway, back to the post. Monday, comma, did not include that. Bella developed a cough. Tuesday, we were admitted because she was having a difficult time breathing and oxygen was dropping quickly. I just don't believe that, even a little. Okay, I'm sorry. Took both kiddos to a new provider. Okay, so she took both kids to a new provider because the old provider had already figured out she was a BSer and are now being treated for asthma and viral pneumonias. Pneumonia. Long days and nights this week. I'm really happy our new provider is on top and helping us as we go through winter on top of things. Very little sleep this week and a lot of emotions. Okay, you guys, get ready for this. Thrive has kept her focused, energized, and rested. I'm sorry, I had to turn I struggle to even read this BS. And still, why did 147 people watch this garbage all the time? Oh my goodness. This child was not ill like this, or she would have been fixed.
It's a disease you can't see.
Okay,
You
1
only
minute
feel
left,
it.
kids.
And
I
I
wanna
choose
vomit
every
as
day
well.
to wake up. I choose to put my makeup on. I choose to put a smile on my face because I am conquering my life and
And did you choose to find a man with $20,000 in his savings account, and oh my goodness, you put your target on him? You sound like Prince Harry's wife. She thought he was very wealthy. They got together and married, and then she realized he was only worth about $9 million, and that's not enough.
nothing else is going to take my life away from me. And I'm going to
Shut
live my
up,
kids. I want my kids to
bitch.
live a fun-filled, healthy, happy
See
lifestyle.
you in Toledo.
And I choose to not let the disease take over my life.
Good.
I did first want it.
Oh my goodness. Wait. No. Okay, kids. If you're still watching right now, you know how I feel. I'm humbled. I'm shocked. Thank you. Hook that like and subscribe button. Thank you for all of you that sent me this video. I literally had 9 people send me this video. I was like, okay, I have to cover it. I have some personal health issues going on right now, and that's why I've been away. I will be back. I go to the biopsy tomorrow. And you know what's funny? Is unlike Shannon, I'm not lying. Okay, take care. God bless you, and God bless this America.